Well, hello, Summer Bridge students. Welcome to day 4 of Summer Bridge Teaching and Learning. Today, we are going to perform the experiment called Lava in a Glass. Now, this is similar to the blobs in a bottle that we performed. But as always, remember, you always want to have your safety goggles. Notice, I have mine on. Jonathan has his on today, and Marcus has his on. And I also want to give a special thanks to my cameraman, Jason, who is filming this. But today, the ingredients that we will need, or the materials that we will need a funnel cup, okay? We will need food coloring. We're gonna choose one in a minute. We're gonna need vegetable oil. We'll need 1/4 cup of that. We'll need table salt. We'll need a teaspoon, a clear glass, okay? And then we will need 3/4 cup of water. Now, before we do the experiment, I want to explain what's gonna happen. I'm gonna fill this glass up with 3/4 cup of water. Remember, cups, these are measuring cups, not cups you drink out of. Then I'm going to pour the vegetable oil in, and remember from our last experiment, the vegetable oil will be on top of the water because it is less dense than the water. It's lighter than the water, so therefore the vegetable oil will be on top of the water. Then I'm going to let Jonathan choose which coloring we want to use for this experiment, and we'll use about 5 drops of that, and then the real fun will begin. You'll see what looks like little pieces of lava once we put the salt into the teaspoon and drop it into the glass. You'll see that the salt, it'll be heavier than the vegetable oil and also heavier than the water. So a glob of it will go down to the bottom, but then you'll see something float back up to the top. That will be the bubbles of water, and then also the bubbles of vegetable oil that were taken down momentarily by the globs of salt. So let's begin. We'll take our funnel. Can you hand me that funnel, please, Jonathan? Thank you, sir. And we'll go ahead and we'll put our 3/4 cup of water into the glass. So you can see the water there. Okay, we'll get rid of that there. And then we'll take our 1/4 cup of vegetable oil and we'll also go ahead and put that in. That's pretty cool, huh? But you'll see here in a second how the vegetable oil sits on top of the water. Again, the vegetable oil is less dense than the water, or it is lighter than the water, so it sits on top. Okay, and that is the same thing that will be floating back to the top because it is less dense than the water and also the salt. Now the next thing we need to do is drop 5 drops of food coloring. Jonathan, which color would you like to use today? What color is that?
Red.
That is red. So we are going to take 5 drops of food coloring and drop them in. And let's count here, Marcus.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So we'll let that settle in there for a minute. Okay. And now you can see it settling down into the water. And then we're just gonna take our table salt and fill up a teaspoon here. Okay, and then we'll just kind of let that go down to the bottom. And you'll see the globs float down and they float back up. So let's do that again. So what's happening again is taking some of the vegetable oil and the water and some of the food coloring down with it, but they are less dense. All of them are less dense. The water and also the vegetable oil are lighter, so they float back up to the top. And you can see those little bubbles. That is lava in a glass. See you next time. Bye.